Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another video. The science of mating. Before I go further, I want to give a shout out to one of my commenters, Kevin Settles, for inspiring this particular video, right? And just to get some business out the way, I have an article coming out today on the Negro Manosphere. So check it out. It's the link is at the bottom of the description box. So check it out. Some very good content over there. And also check out Rom Wills about that business. Yeah, I got a nice one over there today. Addicted to a 9 to 5. So that's the business out the way. So the science of mating. You know what? I remember years ago, and probably some people even seen that particular video clip, right? The Honorable Louis Farrakhan of the Nation of Islam. He was talking about the 3 things that the white man would never teach the black man, right? And the 3 things were the science of business, the science of warfare, which is really to protect the businesses. But that's a whole other, that gets into some other stuff. You know, I got to call up BGS for some of that. But, and then finally, the science of mating. And I'm going to tell you what. I'm going to tell you what. Because one thing with the science of mating, this is something the minister said during that speech. And it's something I wholeheartedly agree with. And this is something, it's not theory. And this is something Kevin Settles brought up in his comment, right? The elite, the 1%, the people who run this world do not mate the same way as that person scratching out, eking out a living, like on a 9 to 5 job, or even someone who might be making 6 figures. They don't mate the same way. They don't mate. The majority of the population mates from the neck down. Meanwhile, the people who actually run shit, the 1%ers, the ones who, quite frankly, they're not even concerned about any type of collapse or anything because they just like shit. We can lose about a few million here and there, even a few billion, some of them. I mean, you got some cats out there, their real net worth probably can't really be calculated because they have their money all over the place. They're not concerned. And the thing with them is they don't mate randomly. If you look at the, like, if you have a chance to take a peek into real powerful families, and I ain't talking about that whole, you know, people are talking about those so-called Illuminati families and everything. I'm talking about like some people that you don't have to speculate. This is old money. You know, you don't really hear about them. You know, people have to realize many of the millionaires and billionaires aren't always in like some of these magazines, and some of them are very low key. But their families, they mate from the neck up. Even a lot of these schools now, because you know we're talking primarily. We're talking primarily in, the white community, even though that, I'm going to get into how that's even happening in the black community. But, you go to some of these elite schools, the women, shit, they're not going there for a BA or BS. They're going there for an MRS. Like a lot of these women, like these young girls, they get into you check out some of these sororities on these college campuses. Trust me, I've been there, I've seen it. Like a lot of people, a lot of people think I'm just some hood dude, but I'm an educated hood dude, so I was there, I've seen it. In fact, I've seen some elite dudes. I know how they roll, and you see it right there. Those women, they ain't taking getting like a real job seriously. Shit, they part of the pool for some of the sons of these elite families. And even the daughters in these families, shit, they looking at certain dudes, certain men. they're not gonna mate randomly. And even if they do, trust me, there will be much protection used, and if necessary, an abortion. They will not have or bring someone into their bloodline from the other side of the family. These families, they are mating that way because they protecting assets that go back maybe a few hundred years. Maybe some, you might have some families going back a few thousand years. When you get to that level, they ain't gonna mate just because she got a fat ass though. Or they ain't gonna mate just because he tall with pretty eyes. And they definitely ain't mating because the dude got some 10 inches on him. And if you really look at relationships among the masses, it really is haphazard. It's all about emotion, feelings, lust, all of that. The elite, though, they thinking all the way. Now, I was going to point out how that's even within the black community. See, a lot of people don't really know about the black elite. You know, I mean, the most they might know is they know, many people know the term boule. You know, and, associate them with, different conspiracies and everything. Boule ain't even the highest level. And I ain't even going to put it out there, which is the highest level. I ain't getting into conspiracy talk on the air. But they not even the highest level within the black community. I said boule to some brother who was part of that whole culture, that black elite culture. He said, dude, they ain't even really the highest. He just looked at me. And this brother was old money. Shit, this brother was old money. In fact, nah, I ain't gonna get that started. I ain't putting that person's name in it. But this dude, you had some people within the black community. It's usually, I mean, if you look, I say check out this book. I'm gonna put the link in the description box. Our Kind of People by Lawrence Otis Graham. You can read all about them. But from personal experience dealing with them, they don't mate randomly. They don't mate. You better have a pedigree or play what they call Negro geography, and they better be like, well, where you go to school, who's your family. They looking at all of that. When they mate, they want to know where their family, who worked there, where they work, where they went to school. They check you out. They got a definite thing. And anybody who might follow me who really knows about that culture, feel free to chime in, because it's interesting and could also almost deal with another video. I mean, it's a fairly functional black subculture. Fairly functional. You don't hear about them. They got their neighborhoods, everything, and they kind of stay out of stuff. Let's put it like this. I mean, that's that same subculture that who look down on Michelle Obama. So, like, deal with that. Think about it. They look down on her. They were like, nah, she that hood girl. We don't want her around here. Seriously. But also, like elites all over the world, they mate from the head up. Certain groups do that. Like, I've known a lot of people. I've known a lot of Jews. A lot of them, men and women. The majority of them. Now you get some who, they'll mate out, meet somebody, but as a group, nah, they stay within the tribe. They stay within the tribe, and if you really look at it, they have a lot of power for that reason. And one thing, and bring this back around to the overall black community. We talk about, everybody's looking for solutions, except the solutions are already there. And you got people practicing it already. I mean, within the black community, they're already practicing it. They already had a subculture for it. And then if you look at the elites, really, read about them. If you can't be around one, read about them. They ain't gonna just mate with anybody. Shoot, like brother Kevin said, and he brought up Trump's daughter. She married into some money. She ain't married Joe Blow. She ain't married Joe Blow because he had some swag. Nah. Shoot, all of it, man. Even when you get now, I know we got those stories. We got those billionaires. They get some hot young woman. Trust me, they still thinking about it. they still doing it. And really, quite frankly, most of them, I mean, billionaires almost on some other level anyway. But if you look at the majority, the overwhelming majority of the elite, they mate from the head up. And usually that entails, all right, what's this person bringing to the thing? How can this person keep the fortune in? Because that's probably the main thing. They trying to keep their assets from going out. They trying to keep their assets. They know they ain't gonna make that. Like I said, you get some rich, very rich people. They do some foolish shit. Because I'm quite sure the parents of that dude, that billionaire who married Janet Jackson, I'm quite sure they were probably like, you stupid ass motherfucker. Seriously. But that's gonna happen. But like I said, the whole science of mating is just simply mating from the head up. Like thinking about it, using some damn logic, thinking long term, thinking, all right, is this person going to contribute to my growth? If you don't have to be a billionaire, but you just have to think, is this somebody I can deal with long term? And that's what we're doing, because the divorce courts, family courts, prisons are filled with people who made it from the neck down. So, anyway, that's it for today. Check out some of those things. Really think about what I'm saying. Check out that link to, if you can, get that book, Our Kind of People. So, anyway, that's it. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.